The President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, had a lengthy phone conversation with the leader of the People's Republic of China, Xi Jinping, where they discussed bilateral relations and the political settlement of the crisis in Ukraine. In other news, Xi Jinping agreed to send special representatives to Ukraine and other countries to communicate with all sides, and emphasized that negotiations were the only solution to the war. In other news, the Secretary of the National Security and Defense Council, Alexei Danilov, urged people not to speculate on information regarding the counteroffensive of the Ukrainian troops, as only a limited circle of people knew about the true plans in the Ukrainian armed forces. In other news, the Ukrainian army is actively defending itself in Bakhmut and preparing a surprise for the Russians. In other news, the U.S. European Command and Supreme Allied Commander Europe General Christopher Cavail assured that the Ukrainian armed forces would receive all necessary weapons for the planned counteroffensive. In other news, the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine reported that 48 brigades and 122 regiments of Russians were fighting against Ukraine, consisting of about 369,000 personnel and about 5,900 units of heavy weapons. In other news, the European Commission agreed to ban the import of sunflower oil from Ukraine, but supports the preservation of its transit. In other news, Ukraine has returned 44 people from Russian captivity, including border guards, guardsmen, and sailors. In other news, the President of Italy expressed confidence that Ukraine would join the European Union in the near future. That's all for today. Stay tuned for the latest news tomorrow.